Hello and welcome to Hardy Party of 5.5.
Welcome.
Rebecca?
Yep.
What were you doing 40 years ago today?
Today?
Yes.
I can't do math like that, but I'm going to guess I was around 13 years old.
Yeah.
And when I was 13, I guess I probably lived in Houston.
Okay.
And at this time of day, I might have been feeding my horse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I lived in a neighborhood that had a stable at the back of the subdivision. Like, not a lot of them have that, but I had a moped, a yellow moped with a flag and a basket. It was actually my mom's, but she let me use it to go feed the horse. And I'd get on it every night, ride over to the stables, feed, ride, whatever I wanted to do. Hang out there. There's like usually a little community of people that went there every night, and we'd ride around and play with our horses.
Okay.
What were you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to think back. It wasn't that cool.
Can you not remember this far back?
I don't know. I'm like almost a year older than you, so it's harder for me to
remember. Difficult.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would probably be at 13. I was probably out with the neighborhood kids playing soccer.
Right. Were you one of those come home when the street light comes on?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Really? Your parents actually said that to you?
Oh yeah. Well, it was the street light, or at the time my dad could whistle. He could do the loud whistle thing.
Oh, really?
So if it was past, if the street light had already come on, then
Yeah.
you would hear the whistle in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So you would know it's time to get back. So I think mainly what I did when I got home from school, I probably watched old Star Trek reruns.
Okay.
Old Big Valley reruns.
What?
I watched a lot of TV when I would get home.
Okay.
So then after that, the other kids would be getting home, and then we'd probably usually go out and play soccer or just make up some sport or something.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of sports going on.
No.
So I was thinking about that because our guest today is 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's GRAYSON KNIGHT.
Yep.
He's running his own podcast. He's had amazing guests like Johnny Damon and almost 30 Savannah Bananas. So he is doing such a great job. And it was just so interesting to us to compare what we were doing when we were 13 and what GRAYSON is doing when he's 13.
I know. It's absolutely crazy. I probably barely know how to tie my shoes because I wore boots all the time.
Or you had Velcro? Those were hot back then.
I had boots.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have to tie shoes. I had boots.
I thought it was cool to have Velcro though.
Not at 13.
Oh yeah, it was so cool.
No, not at 13.
Oh, yeah. My members only jacket and my Velcro shoes.
Wait, did they have
Gosh, I was hot.
Did they have Spider-Man on them? Your Velcro shoes?
No, I wasn't that silly.
Okay, good to know.
Velcro's a big thing back then. It was new back then.
It was new?
Yeah.
Velcro was literally new?
I think it kind of was.
Huh, interesting.
For like everyday uses, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I guarantee you, GRAYSON could look up all the answers to all these questions in about 3 seconds flat.
Yeah.
He's had some of the coolest interviews. His name of his podcast is called Baseball Podcasts Are Fun, and you're going to want to check it out. But listen to this interview with GRAYSON KNIGHT. So cool.
Hey there.
Hey.
Oh, you got all those Funko Pop things too?
Yeah, and some baseballs from almost every single baseball park in the US.
That's awesome.
That's so cool. Our son collects those.
I can thank my dad for that one.
Those are so cool. I think our youngest son is 20. I think one of those comes to the house every day.
Yeah, he buys them on Amazon a lot. So there's 1 or 2 on the porch every day.
What's your favorite one?
Funko Pop?
Yeah.
I have a lot of Marvel and DC ones. You can't see it, but there's one from Ricky Vaughn from Major League.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Wild Thing.
Yeah.
There's you can't see, there's a big Indiana Jones one right there from
cool.
Disney World.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it at Disney World?
I think our aunt got it for us, but yes, I have been to Disney World.
I'm a big Indy fan. Can you go ahead and just send that to me? I'll give you my address.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna fly. This.
No, it was worth a try. You know,
Worth a try.
Except for the new movie.
I am.
Yeah.
It's good. It's gonna be weird to see Indy that old, but I think the nostalgia of it is gonna help me fight through it. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for the movie. It's gonna be because I was born after 2008, so it's gonna be the first time I've ever watched an indie movie with my dad. Like,
Oh,
like
gosh.
live.
My goodness.
Well, yeah, that'll be cool. Just doing that. That's
Yeah.
the best part, to
What
go
is-
with your dad.
What a time.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Well, Grayson Knight, thank you for joining us on Hardy Party of 5.5. We've never had a young one on the show, have we?
Oh yeah, remember we had from Andor,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we have had a couple of young people, but not baseball wise like you. And so I'm super excited to talk to you. Thank you for joining us. We are going to get started with some really cool questions. I'm excited to see all the Fungo Pops in the background because we're big fans of everything you're a fan of, from baseball to Marvel, Indiana Jones.
And he's got bananas on his shirt. We'll probably talk
We're
about that.
going to get to that. I bet we're going to get to that. But first, let's start learning just a little bit more about you. So we all know baseball is hard work. It's one of the toughest sports to play, and you got one of your first game balls ever, which my son and I, the 20-year-old, he and I coach a little league baseball team. They're 12U, and we coach a team right now. We don't have any kids on the team. We just have fun coaching. And at the end of each game, it's a big deal who we're going to give the game ball to. We actually have this giant, ridiculous chain that has bats on it. It looks like something, I don't know, what does it look like? It's just obnoxious jewelry.
Well, you see it a lot in football. They have the big chains in football now.
Yeah, so we have one for fielding and one for hitting, and we give it out after the game. It's a huge deal. Every kid wants it. Tell us about the time you got your first game ball.
So, this might come as a surprise to you, but honestly, I do not remember my first game ball, but my second game ball I clearly remember because it was in I think it was the first or second game in the playoffs. We had lost the first game. It was double elimination. We had lost the first game and we had to play later, and it was like pitch black, like no one could see anything. There was maybe like 3 or 4 lights. And I think there was bases loaded and we were down by 1 run and I was up, and I get to 2 strikes and I had a walk-off inside the park home run.
Oh my goodness.
That's so cool. In the playoffs too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where'd you hit it?
Like right center field maybe.
Right. Are you right-handed?
Yeah, I'm right-handed.
Oh wow. So
it was like 6 or 7 years old, so.
Yeah, that's impressive. Very nice. And you still have that somewhere? I'm assuming you still
I think I have it's out of view, but I think I have it on my shelf
over there. Yeah, of course you do.
I think we all keep those.
Yes,
for sure.
we all keep those.
Yeah.
I mean, I did catch a ball before you at a major league game, but
Yeah, you did.
there's that.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
She likes to bring that up, that she caught a ball in a game before I did.
Yeah,
So
I did.
I appreciate that. So you love baseball. There's no doubt that you love baseball and you love playing it. So as a player, what keeps you trained? Because baseball is such a hard game. Like even the best players in the major leagues, if you get on base 30% of the time, you're doing great. So what keeps you wanting to train and work that hard at baseball?
I think it's just the fun of the game. Baseball's a way different sport from lots of other sports. Like most sports are kind of the same. Shoot a ball into a net, or kick a ball into a net. That's pretty much the same thing for most sports. But baseball, like when you think of sports, you think of a ball. It has a ball, but like you hit a ball, not kick or throw. It's definitely a weirder sport than most.
Yeah, that's true.
So what's your favorite part of, like when you have to practice, what's your favorite part of practice?
My favorite part of practice. I don't do bullpens every single practice, but I love doing bullpens. I love taking outfield fly balls. Those are really fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've always loved doing that.
Yeah.
Even in softball now.
He
with
does.
that. So what's your least favorite thing about training? Because we all have something we don't like.
Least favorite? Ooh, I think machine pitch maybe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't that bad. I actually had a really good round of machine pitch last night at my practice. But I think machine pitch, it's just the ball comes out weird. And it's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't really having it come out of someone's hand. It's just it's a harder thing, and I think with the machine pitch, it doesn't really give you that same experience. So yeah.
Yeah. What position do you play mostly?
Outfield, center field. I play some third base and I pitch sometimes.
Okay, nice. So you're pretty fast then, maybe?
Yeah, I'm pretty fast.
That's good. He's very fast. I'm very slow. So we play co-ed softball together, and I don't let him bat behind me because he's only going to hit a single every time because I'm only going to second.
Don't you, when you always say something about being a cheetah?
Yeah, no, I always say that him batting behind me is like watching the lion take down the gazelle in National Geographic, because he's so fast. He gets right behind me too fast, and it's just a disaster. It's a waste of an at bat when you bat behind me. So have you heard of Brady Feigl? Have you heard that story about the twins? The minor league baseball player that has the guy that looks exactly like him. That's
like a doppelganger.
Has a doppelganger, the red hair with the glasses.
I think so.
Yeah, we interviewed him a few weeks ago, and we got his take on this question. We want your take on this question. He's minor league left-handed pitcher. Anyways, we asked him, what is the best part about being on a baseball team? What do you think is the best part about being on a baseball team?
Like the most fun?
Yeah. And also, I'd like to know what you think you've learned about being on it. Like, what have you learned from being on a team?
So I played rec for the first maybe 4 years of baseball. Then I transitioned over to travel ball about 3 years ago. And I played for a few different teams. And what I've learned along the way is that the best part is probably the teammates, and having really fun teammates just brings joy to baseball. Yeah. Like if it's a blowout, like 13-1 or something, like you could still have fun. You don't have to be down yourself. Yeah, for sure. I think one of the things we talk to our teams about a lot is it's very easy to have a great positive outlook when you're winning, but when you're losing, it's like that's where your true character shows. And so, keeping that morale in the dugout and such, it's hard to do that. But when you have a good core team, that makes it a whole lot more fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I just think of major leaguers that retire. What they seem to miss the most is like what we're talking about, like just the camaraderie of being on a team and hanging out with the guys is the hardest part. That is the part they miss the most. Yeah. So I think, yeah,
for sure. So, your little sister Isla.
Yes, that's how you say it.
Isla. She just made a travel team, 10U, I think, right?
Yeah, 10U Georgia Peaches.
Oh, I love that, because that is named after the women's
Rockford Peaches.
Yes, the Rockford Peaches. That's exactly right. One of my favorite movies. So she just made that. Give us a scouting report. What do you think about her?
Ooh, scouting report. So very strong arm, very fast, can run the bases very well.
Okay.
Hits for contact. Doesn't strike out much.
Okay.
The only time she did strike out was on a fastball above her face.
Yeah. So do you get to go to her games a lot?
I've only been to 2 of her games.
Okay.
And those were she's only played 2 of her games and I went to both.
You went to both. Okay.
Yeah.
Does she come to your games too?
Yeah. She watches YouTube.
Yeah. I think that's fun. I remember when our kids were younger, like that's also important for you to be a brother that cheers on your sister, and your sister to be a sister that cheers on her brother. Even if she is just watching YouTube, she did come to the game. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that's important.
Is there any advice that you've given her since you're like a veteran compared to her? So is there any advice you've given her?
Every time me and my dad and my grandpa go out to practice, she usually comes. And I fix her swing a little bit, help her stay through the ball, not uppercutting.
Yeah. Yeah, we need some on our team.
Yeah, on your little league team.
Yes. They cannot keep them from getting that uppercut going. But that softball swing is a little bit different, right? Mm-hmm. We love college softball. We watch it a lot. Have you ever watched any of those games?
Not really. I don't really watch college softball.
Yeah, you should try it sometime just to see.
Is it fun? Is it fun to watch?
So fun. The base path is shorter, and so think about a shorter base path, and then think about your third baseman playing inside the baseline and how quick you'd have to react if you were there. I mean, it's
And I think the mound is only like 45 feet from the batter, so it's pretty.
Yeah,
Oh
I like the fast pace.
yeah.
The fast paced game.
They're like robots. They're well oiled for sure.
yeah.
So we're all baseball fans.
Yeah.
But we also know that the game hasn't aged very well. Like compared to other games like basketball and football, it's pretty slow. So I'm excited to see that this year the major leagues is changing some of the rules and trying to just pick up the pace, like in the college softball and all that, and with one of our favorite teams and yours, the
Savannah Bananas.
Oh yeah. So we think
Yep.
that the popularity of the Savannah Bananas has really influenced the major leagues to do something about this.
Yeah.
So I know for you, what do the Savannah Bananas mean to you, and just the whole idea of banana ball?
Yeah.
So I've interviewed 26 members of the Savannah Bananas organization. Yeah.
Oh my
26.
Oh my
goodness.
gosh, we're losers. We've only done 3.
I know, he's way ahead of us.
The first one I did Bill and Kyle, the captains, the team captains of the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've interviewed Vincent Chapman, the dancing umpire, Jesse Cole, the owner. That's a nice shirt.
Yeah, Rebecca
it's a
got it.
dancing umpire
Yeah.
shirt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've
You-
interviewed.
You interviewed Jesse Cole?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesse,
that's
the
awesome.
heck?
Biko Scala.
Yep, we
Yep.
got him. He's one.
pretty awesome.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have him, Matt Wolf, and Vincent.
And Megan Wolf.
Yeah, Megan
who
too.
also
Yeah.
pitched, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. My sister was in on that interview with Matt and Megan.
Oh yeah, we watched a little bit of it actually, I think. Yeah, it was really cool. We love the Savannah Bananas, and we actually got to go see them in Sugarland. Have you seen a game yet?
Live?
Yes.
Yes, I have. I've seen 2 games. Both were in Savannah. My family's trying to get tickets to Portland, Maine.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I think that's in June or July.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you haven't seen a game, you have 26 hookups from what I can tell. Trying to get you on
Yeah, somebody's bound to have a
Somebody's
ticket.
bound
yeah.
to help you out there.
It's hard to get a ticket.
It
though.
is. We still
Yeah.
have tickets for Oklahoma City coming up. We have 10 tickets for that, so we're excited to go back.
I think my year anniversary for the Bananas game I went to was like maybe 8 days ago.
Oh,
cool.
wow, that's really
Yeah,
cool.
I think it was April 4th
Yeah.
that we
So,
went.
what is your favorite banana ball rule?
My favorite rule, and this is my dad's favorite rule too. If a fan catches a foul ball, it's an out.
Yeah, yeah. that's
Okay,
a
did it
fun one.
happen at your game? Has it happened at any of the games you've been to?
No.
It hasn't.
At the Sugarland game, we got to see someone catch it and they
Yeah.
got it out. They got the party animals out on that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
know. And Megan Wolf was there, and she texted me and said, "I can't believe you got to see a game where they caught the foul ball because
it's very rare.
yeah, it doesn't happen that often. So it was pretty cool."
When you don't really want to catch a banana foul ball, though.
Right.
For me, I want to catch a party animal foul ball.
If I caught the foul ball, I've already made this in my mind. Like I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna look at Vincent straight in the eyes, and I'm gonna drop it.
Oh, wow.
Right at my feet.
You're just gonna say it was on the transfer, it's an out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly. Because I can't be caught looking like I don't know how to catch. And then I also don't want to get the bananas out. So it's
Yeah.
kind of a catch. It's a catch 22.
So what's your favorite rule?
Okay, my favorite rule. I love the pass ball rule where they're all like trying to get the tag out at second and everybody's pitching the ball around.
The sprints.
Yeah, the sprint.
Where they walk and
Yeah,
go
they
for
walk.
it?
Yeah, they did do it on a pass ball too, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it on a pass ball.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they do.
That's my favorite thing is to watch them all like converge on second base and pitch it all around to see if they can like successfully make that.
I've
those-
never seen anyone get tagged out.
Oh, you haven't? I have.
You have?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, not I mean in real life, but in videos and stuff. What's yours?
Okay, my favorite rule is that every inning counts.
Mm.
And I know Major League Baseball can never do this because the stats are too important. But I like the idea that like you're winning an inning.
Yeah,
So every inning really counts.
Yeah.
And sometimes in baseball you get in those middle innings and it's like
yeah,
there's not much going on.
yeah.
So
That's cool.
that's my favorite.
So the way we found you is because you interviewed Matt and Megan Wolf, and that's how we kind of got our eyes on you. But tell us, you have a podcast called Baseball Podcasts Are Fun. So
Yep.
where did you come up with the idea of having a podcast?
So it was around September of 2021.
Mhm.
I had to do a school project. It was a class called Genius Hour. You could do anything anything you wanted that's school related for the whole semester. So I decided to make up. I want to do something baseball related, so I came up with a podcast, and I was inspired by my favorite player, Brett Phillips, whose motto is "Baseball podcasts are fun." I mean, baseball is fun.
Baseball is fun.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So who have been like some of your favorite guests that you've had on your podcast?
Obviously,
Besides
Brett
the
Phillips.
26 Okay, yes. Besides all those Savannah Bananas, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, and so who else who has been some of your favorites? You can name
Brett
Savannah Bananas too.
I'm gonna try not to do Savannah Bananas. I love. This is tough. It's like picking a favorite child.
Yeah. You don't know.
Probably maybe Johnny Damon.
Oh yeah, you had him on recently, didn't you?
Yeah, maybe 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago tomorrow.
Wow.
Very cool.
We need to come sit in your studio and be side by side host with you.
That's right.
That would be so fun.
It's very generic. It's just my room and a bed. That's pretty much it.
I love it. Where are you guys in Georgia? Are you in Georgia?
Yeah, we live in Georgia.
The Georgia Peaches. I actually moved here from Georgia. But we're in Texas now. But I used to live just south of Atlanta in a town called McDonough.
Oh, that's close to here.
Is it really?
That's where our tournament is. It's like that's where our tournament is tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I went to Henry County High School, which is right there. That's so small world.
You do this with everybody because you've lived everywhere.
I think I've lived a lot of places.
Yeah.
Okay, who's a guest that you want to have on really badly? Like where are you headed?
I would love to have Mike Trout on the show.
Oh,
That'd
wow,
be really cool. But that's if something more realistic than Mike Trout is definitely Joey Votto, because we interviewed Tyler Stevenson. That interview is going to come out on May 6th.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we recently met him at the Braves versus Reds game. So we might have Joey Votto on the show, and I'm gonna let you in to a little secret.
Okay.
If we do end up getting him, I'm trying to figure out how to set up a chessboard, because Joey Votto loves chess.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
And I'm gonna think of doing an idea where we can have an interview over a chessboard.
Oh, that's cool.
Great idea, dude.
So you'd have to tell him about that, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So my dad and I played chess once via the telephone, because this was a long time ago. Actually, maybe we emailed, and we just each had our own chessboards in our own homes. And when he made a move, he told me his move, and I would move that piece for him on his side, and then I would make my move. So maybe you just need two chessboards. He has one and you have one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of do like Battleship. You move where he moves.
Yeah, maybe that would work.
Okay, Rebecca, who would be, if for a baseball, who would be the interview you want?
Are you serious? Do you know the answer to this? Cal Jr.
Cal Ripken Jr.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's one of my dad's favorite players. He actually met him one time.
Oh, really?
He met him like at an airport.
That's so crazy. That's one of his favorite players. That ball that I caught that I was telling you about earlier, Pudge Rodriguez hit it, and then they were playing the Orioles, and I got Cal Ripken Jr.'s autograph on it. So
no way.
Surprise possession around there.
It's our ball.
No, it's not.
I was right behind her, Grayson. If she had missed it, I'd have gotten it.
Which means I didn't miss it, and so it's my ball.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to one up you a little bit. I have met Cal Ripken as well, because I do corporate shows, and he was one of the guests on a corporate show like 10 or 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And I got to talk to him. So sorry, Rebecca.
I've never talked to him. I just threw small children out of the way to get his autograph.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He got a signed photo. My dad got a signed photo from him.
That is so awesome.
That's so cool.
Okay, for me, I'm going way back. I love Andre Dawson. If we could get Andre Dawson on here, who used to play for the Cubs and Expos, that would be my dream.
Have you heard of Andre Dawson?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he played for the Marlins too.
Yeah, he did. Right at the very end, he did.
Yeah. He throws people out from right to first base.
He does.
That's kind of his trademark. So when we're teaching our kids to hit cutoffs and they throw to first from right field, we're always like, "You're not Andre Dawson. Hit your cutoff."
And the kids are like, "We don't know who that is."
That? Yeah. We need you to be out there, because then you would know.
Okay. So for Grayson, what do you do in your off time? I know you love Marvel and all that. So what are some other things you do when you're not talking, thinking, or playing baseball?
I love virtual reality. I love playing virtual reality.
Yeah.
I have this really cool game that I play mostly every day, so that's really fun. I'm gonna try to get Win Reality. That you know what Win Reality is?
Uh-uh.
So it's basically like a VR hitting tool that lots of pros use to get better at baseball.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, so I mentioned Marvel. What's your favorite Marvel movie?
Oh dear.
I think it's Thor Ragnarok, to be honest.
Really? Okay,
Oh,
that's a
okay.
pretty good one.
Yeah. I mean, what's your
Mhm.
favorite one?
My favorite, I've got to go with Winter Soldier. Captain America Winter Soldier.
That's a good one.
Yeah. How about you, Rebecca?
Yikes. I know.
We're putting you on
The
the spot.
first Iron Man.
Oh, wow, you're going way back.
The first Iron Man. I like that one.
Okay, that's a good movie, too.
Yeah. I just think Robert Downey Jr. is super witty in his line delivery. I can totally relate to him because he's almost offensive witty.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how I feel most of the time.
Okay, so last night I was at one of the corporate events since I work at those, and the former Steeler great Merrill Hodge was there. He was a running back, and he was talking about like he had cancer, he had a head injury because he had to quit football because of a head injury. He had all these things happen in his life, and he's fought through all of them.
Wow.
So his big message was that you should set goals and find a way to get them done. So where do you see yourself in 10 years? What's like your big goal to see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, so I'm 13 now, so hopefully I'll just be finishing college, communications major, and trying to get on an MLB, a pro team, and if not, maybe applying for a small job at ESPN, or broadcasting job, something like that.
Yeah, totally. Well, you already are building a heck of a resume right now.
Yeah, you are.
Aren't you?
You're building your reel right now
That's
with your
right.
podcast.
Do you have a college that you like in Georgia?
Oh, University of Florida.
Oh, I thought he was going to say Georgia.
He said that.
No.
Yeah. No,
I do not like the dogs.
Okay, all right. You are a Gator fan.
Yes.
That's cool. Now, let me just tell you, the Gators always have a winning softball team. You're going to need to check that out, Grayson.
They're on ESPN all the time.
All the time.
I think their baseball team's like third in the country right now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Now, we just went last week to Virginia and saw the University of Virginia play. I don't remember who they played.
They played Miami.
Oh, they played Miami. That's right. Yeah. They won 14-2 or something like that.
Pretty
yeah.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just love this technology. I'm just thinking of when I was 13 that there was no way we could have done this. And I just think it's so cool for you that you have the technology and the Wi-Fi and the internet to be able to do this.
Yeah.
And there's so much you're learning about life just being able to interview people.
Right.
And that's why we do it too, is just to meet people like you and just learn more about people. So it's so cool that we got to talk to you today.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, we wish you the best of luck, and it was so much fun to talk to you. I love digging in the minds of people, like teenagers, and see where they are and where they want to be. And your world is just so, like Scott said, your world is just so more open than ours was. Ours was our backyard and what we were doing outside at the time. And you have so many skills and talents, and it's just really cool to talk to you and see where you're headed. So we hope to follow you in the future, keep up with you. Maybe we need to have like a once a year interview with Grayson to see
what's going on.
You know, we'll do a countdown interview. You have 9 years till your goal, and then 8 years till and we're just we're gonna be your biggest cheerleaders.
I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why is it called the Hardy Party of 5.5?
Okay, Rebecca, you're good at explaining
Okay,
this.
so we have 3 boys. They're 24, 22, and 20. And
they're all 6'4".
They're all 6'4". They're all very tall. All of our kids are big. A few years ago, there was a girl that came into our life that just kind of needed a place to live. And we let her live with us for almost 3 years. She lived with us. She's 5'2", maybe.
Yeah.
And so we started this podcast in the middle of the deep part of the pandemic, and she lived with us at that time. So in our house at that time, we had Hardy Party of 5.5 because she's short. So that's where the half comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows? We'll keep it Hardy Party 5.5 forever, I guess.
Yeah. Everyone's family now. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. So Were you going to say something else, Grayson?
No, no,
Yeah.
you can go.
No, I was just going to tell you one thing that you don't know about the Hardys is we got married on a softball field. We got married at home
Of
plate.
course, of course.
We got married almost 31 years ago at home plate, and we had our 30th anniversary. We were actually playing co-ed softball that night, and kind of in between the co-ed games, we did a little reenactment on the field of our the day we got married. So we've been loving baseball and softball for a very long time too. I see this in your future. No. So, well, Grayson, we thank you so much. We hope maybe we'll see you at a Savannah Banana game, but if not, we're going to catch up with you in about a year and see where you are in life.
Well, thank you so much. It was really fun talking to you guys. I had a blast.
It was. Thank you so much, Grayson.
Okay, take it easy, man.
Have a great night.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
All right, that kid's got some pretty big dreams. I
Yeah,
mean,
he already knows I want to be in communications. I'm going to University of Florida.
yeah,
I'm going to work in baseball somehow, either as a player, broadcaster. I mean, he's set.
and I believe him.
Oh yeah,
I totally believe him. I
definitely.
think it's going to happen for him. I
Yeah.
can't wait to follow him and see what he's doing. I can tell you, like, some of my goals. I want to know what some of yours are, but for me, like, mine probably more involve travel more than
Okay.
anything.
Yeah.
And there's a couple places I have not been that I really want to go to. One of them seems very simple. I can't believe we haven't been there. The Smoky Mountains. Like, that's very.
Okay.
That's like in one day. That's accessible. Like, just drive to it.
I get a little lost in the mountains.
Like Tennessee.
Okay, Smoky Mountains, Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Okay.
I'd like to spend some time there. Like, I think it would be nice to spend like a Thanksgiving there. Like, it'd be very pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or like, that song, Tender Tennessee Christmas. Maybe we spend a Christmas
I
there.
don't know that song.
What?
But I don't.
All right. I'll play it for you later.
Okay.
But another place would be Alaska.
Yeah.
That's bucket list for sure. And I want to go to Hawaii. I know we say a beach is a beach, but I think there's some history there that would be really cool to see. So that's kind of my goals, probably involve travel at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we love to travel.
We love to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think that some of my goals are have not come into my mind yet because we don't have grandchildren. And
Okay.
once our kids start having kids, I think some of those goals would change. Like, eventually I would like to be able to take our grandkids to Disney World or have weekly spend the nights or, like stuff like that would be like some goals for me. But those are more people related and we don't know how that plays out yet.
Okay.
I know. What about you?
Well, one of my big goals, I want to write a historical novel.
You should.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, probably more than one. I'd really like to get more into writing as I get older.
Yeah.
And maybe as we've got one more kid left right now.
Right.
And
Kind of.
yeah. And as we have a totally empty nest, I don't know if our nest will ever be empty.
Yeah.
We have people moving in all the time. But anyways,
You're just gonna have to work around the noise.
and then I always say when things slow down, but things don't slow
Things
down
never
for us.
slow down.
But anyways, at some point in the next 5 years, I'd like to get another novel out there.
Right.
And I have there's 2 or 3 ideas I'd like to play with and see which one to do.
Yeah.
So
Now, at the beginning of this podcast, you couldn't remember what you were doing at 13, and now you want to write a historical novel. So
well, I can look all that up and read
okay,
it.
all right. I'm just
I can
making
be
sure
reminded.
you're gonna have to be on that research because I don't think it's gonna come to you.
See, we didn't have phones at 13 where we could record everything and look back at it.
That's right.
Or like we do with Facebook is I always put the vacation pictures out
You're
there.
so good at it.
And it gets harder every time because I just want to enjoy the moment more.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to worry about taking videos and pictures. But then I remember, in 10 years, we're going to want to know
Right.
what that trip was.
Yeah, I'll
So,
make a deal with you right now.
Okay.
I shake on this. I will enjoy.
I'm
No.
not shaking yet until I
Shake
hear
on
what
this.
the deal is.
I will enjoy the moment for you, and you document everything for me.
Wait, isn't that the deal already?
It kind of is.
Okay. I'll shake on it then.
Okay,
We've already done it.
cool.
Okay. It's official now.
You guys heard it here first.
Right. Yeah.
We hope you guys enjoyed this interview with Grayson Knight. Go check out his podcast. Honestly, like a very well-spoken, great, awesome kid who knows a lot about sports because he knew who Andre Dawson was.
I know. I was impressed. When I
that's a-
said Andre Dawson, I'm like,
that's a big deal.
he's good.
He's good.
Yeah.
So go check it out. Hope you enjoyed this interview with Grayson Knight. Party 5.5, over and out.
We'll see you next time.